Hello, crafty friends. Welcome back to Jessie Kate Creates. I'm Jessica, and in today's video, I have a fun graduation project share for you guys. So I'm going to show you the card, and then we'll get into the details of how I made it. So before we get into the card, I just wanted to come on here really quick and say thank you to all of you, because between the time I filmed that video and now editing that video, my channel hit 1,000 subscribers, which is amazing to me. So I just wanted to come on and thank you all for your support of my channel and for making that happen. Whether you watch a video, share a video, like it, comment on it, subscribe, I appreciate how supportive everyone has been of me and of my channel and my crafty projects, and I just wanted to say thank you so much for being here and being part of this crafty community and helping make 1,000 subscribers happen. So just thank you all so much. You have no clue how appreciative and grateful I am to all of you who are here and come back every week to watch my videos and just be supportive, loving, crafty people. So thank you so much. I appreciate you all so much. So with that said, let's get back to the card. So this is definitely a graduation card for any rainbow lovers out there. I had a lot of fun with this card. I thought it was just, I don't know, so bright and colorful and sparkly for anyone celebrating a graduation. So for this card, the first thing I tackled was the background. And I made the background myself using strips of colored cardstock. You obviously don't have to do that. If you have rainbow striped pattern paper, that would save you a ton of time, but I just decided to create my own. So in order to do that, I made my own double-sided adhesive sheet like this. All I did was take some just thin computer paper, nothing special here, and I put some inch-wide dry adhesive onto it. And this way I could peel it off and I would have my own adhesive paper. Now, you don't have to make your own adhesive paper. A lot of different companies sell it. I know Altenew has some. I think Simon Says Stamp has some. Recently, I purchased some from scrapbook.com. I haven't used it yet, but it's the same adhesive as the tape that I used to make my own adhesive paper, so I have a feeling it's going to function similarly. So I just went ahead and made my adhesive paper. And I like to make striped backgrounds a lot, so I have a little baggie of little strips of colorful pattern paper that I've already cut down. These are 1/4 inch wide strips, but you could use any size. These are just what I happen to already have cut down in my stash. So I just adhered these to my adhesive paper, and when I was done, I had a long strip of rainbow paper that looked like this. Like I said, I really enjoy doing this, but if you don't, definitely use pattern paper instead to save some time. Now, once I had made this background paper, I took my Cat Scrappiness stitched rectangle layering dies, and I just used the largest one to cut out my background. And you can see here I have that stitch to detail. I thought that was just a nice extra detail, but if you want to skip that, you could totally just use your paper trimmer to cut out an A2 panel of your striped paper. So once I had the background done, the next was to move on to the glitter panel. For this, I just used black glitter cardstock from Recollections. You can pick that up at Michael's. And it's hard to see on camera. You can see it a little bit better in person, but I did use another one of those stitched rectangle dies to cut this out so it had that same stitched detail as the background. And I believe I just used the 3rd die in on this Cat Scrappiness rectangle layering set. I think stitched rectangle dies are a great basic for card makers, and practically every card making brand or every stamp shop has their own version of layered rectangle dies and stitched layered rectangle dies. So If you don't have some, I'd highly recommend you pick some up, even if they're not the cat scrappiness ones. You know, it's just good to have on hand, I think. Okay, so once I had those two pieces done, then I needed to do the graduation cap and the year. So for the graduation cap, this is, it might be hard to believe, but I actually don't have any graduation themed imagery like stamp sets or dies. I need to fix that. So maybe I'll be going shopping soon. But so instead I needed to find some ephemera. So 2 years ago, I needed to make some graduation cards, and I went to Michael's, and they didn't have the ephemera that I liked, but what they did have was decorations for like your graduation cap. And I saw this at the store, and it had a bunch of different like elements in it. Like it was like a shaker graduation cap. So I purchased it, I took it home, and I cut it apart. And like I said, that was back in 2021. So it had a bunch of the different 2021 die cuts in it. It had some really pretty glittery star die cuts in it, but it also had a ton of graduation caps in different sizes, and that's why I purchased it. And that was kind of a situation of being creative with what I could find on hand, because I was making some graduation cards last minute for an order. And so I have some of these left over still. And so that's how I got this graduation cap. Of course, if you have a stamp or a die, you could totally use that instead. If you have a Cricut, you could use a Cricut to maybe cut something out. You just have to be creative sometime with the supplies that you have on hand. Now, obviously, using a 2021 die cut wasn't going to work because we're in 2023. So I used my Cricut to cut out this 2023. I cut 3 layers of white cardstock and 1 layer of gold cardstock, and then I stacked them together so that there'd be a little bit of dimension here. And I popped the graduation tape, or the graduation cap, up on foam tape, so there's dimension there as well. So there is dimension on this card, but I think it, will still mail just fine because it's not too much. So that completed the front of this card, and I was really happy with how that looked. So for the inside of the card, I used another one of those graduation caps, and for the sentiment, I used this mini stamp set from the Greetery called Year In, Year Out Sentiments. I picked this up on clearance. I think they were retiring it. If it's still available in the shop, I will definitely link it in the description box down below. I liked this stamp set because I think a lot of the sentiments you could use outside of just graduation. So congratulations, let's celebrate, you did it, Happy New Year, it's your year, let's make it a good one. I think a lot of these would work for a lot of different occasions, which is why I picked this up. But the sentiment I went with for this card was, congratulations, you did it, the best is yet to come. And I really love that for the inside of this card. So that completes the card. Let me know what you think. I think this card would be really pretty too if instead of using black glitter paper, you used white glitter paper. I might make another version like that. If I do, I will definitely share it over on my Instagram. And if this card inspires you to make something similar, I would love to see what you create. Please tag me on Instagram if you do make something, because it's so fun to see your creations too. But yeah, tell me what you think of this card in the comments down below. If you like this video, please go ahead and hit that like button. It makes it easier for other people to find my videos. And make sure you subscribe so that you always catch my videos when they come out every week. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!